Dad's a Veery.
That's right. It's episode. Did you say those? I forgot already.
94, my
94.
friend.
You told me, and then I immediately forgot.
Are you growing a botanical garden in your
Window well?
window well?
No, I just been too lazy to pull the cover off to weed down there.
You're the king of weeds.
Live from the basement with the king of weeds. Hey, they're legal, man.
Yeah.
Those are my legal weeds.
Yeah, you need to get some spray on those bad boys.
Some
Roundup. You remember that commercial?
It was like a western. Like,
You're like, why am I watching this? I'm like,
and then
a middle
like
school.
10 years after, they're like, "Have you been affected by Roundup? Do you have cancer from Roundup?" Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're off to a great start.
We're off.
And
to
94.
A start. We're off to a start. Yes.
The gun has gone off, my friend.
Woo!
Hey, you remind me of one of my favorite loves in life, root beer.
I remind you of that.
Tonight we
Oh,
had
'cause I gave
burgers.
you a Henry
Yeah,
Weinhardt?
you love me because you stopped somewhere and got me Henry Weinhardt's.
I do love you, bro.
They rebranded their logo.
Yeah, it's like more modern.
It definitely more modern.
Yeah.
I think I've told the story,
Simplified.
right, of driving from Amarillo to the border of New Mexico to get Henry Weinhardt's because that's the furthest they had come west.
Really?
It took like 2.5 hours to get to the
What's
border.
the movie all about? Coors Light like that, or Coors?
I don't know. I've never heard that.
Wasn't it? What's something in the Bandit? Smokey and the Bandit. That's what that movie's
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Is that he's running because you couldn't get Coors east of the
That's
Mississippi.
right. Dude, Smokey and the Bandit's a great movie.
So you're like Smokey and the Bandit, but for root beer.
You remember Cannonball?
Yeah,
That was a good,
that was
fun
a good, funny
movie.
movie.
Yeah. That's Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah,
That's another good
I
one.
know.
We should get some
classics.
summer jams right there. We got a good queued up.
Although I feel like, and we've talked about this before,
Yeah.
that PG. So
Yeah,
a lot of those are rated PG.
back
but
in the
a totally
80s,
different
90s.
thing
Oh, totally.
than because it was like, yeah, it's parental guidance because
Yeah.
there's like nudity and cussing. Yeah, but I assume that meant that it was okay for kids to watch with me.
Totally.
Yeah, or not. Yeah.
That's why I always say you have to watch the TBS version,
Yes.
the one fit for TV.
Yeah.
Because I watched all those. I grew up watching those as a kid on
on,
TBS.
on cable. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I really watched it. I was like, wow, they really did cut out some things here.
Yes. Yeah.
Sort of like the National
Same with
Lampoon's.
Terminator. I think I watched Terminator the first time, and then I watched it on VHS once. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
National Lampoon was the same way.
Yeah.
It was like a really
It's
funny
even
movie
worse.
on TBS, and then
It's
it
even
was
worse.
like really
A lot
inappropriate.
of inappropriateness.
All right, yes, root beer. It's summer. Summer sort of sparks my love for root beer and cold sodas.
True.
You know?
Tis the season. You crave a cold drink.
Yeah, but I'm not a beer guy,
Yeah.
so I like root beer. If I'm gonna drink calories, it's gonna be a soda.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's why we're friends.
That's why we're friends.
That's why Circle K has our first love of like 8 Mountain Dews.
all the different flavors. Although you know actually who else has a lot of flavors in Mountain Dew?
What?
Sam's Club. Like in their
Really?
cafe, their soda fountain has like a wide variety of Mountain Dews.
That's a very strange place.
Isn't that weird? Did you
Yeah,
think
to
of,
have.
Yeah.
We were at family camp recently, and
Mhm.
did you see all the new Mountain Dews? That's like
Yes.
what's that? Pop Rocks Mountain Dew was
Yeah,
out.
There was that one. There's like a watermelon one.
Yeah, there's a
like
Nerds
some other
one or
one that I
something.
saw that was like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that time we were in Vegas.
What?
We Pinball Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, getting your Mountain Dew from the vending machine.
We had 2 hours there.
We spent
Pocket
$20
full-
at quarters. Yeah.
and I drank 2 Mountain Dews from the
Like a
vending
middle
machine.
school boy.
It was my favorite thing we
Middle
did in
school
Vegas.
J. We healed the middle school J and deep down inside
So-
you.
Hey man, you go to Vegas, you go to Pinball Hall of Fame, drink Mountain Dews,
Yes.
or you go roller skating. That heals me as well. I love roller skating.
I remember we did that for your birthday a
Yeah.
couple years ago.
No, we did it for my kid's birthday, and honestly, it was for my
your
birthday.
Let's be honest.
And I was gonna do it for my 40th, but we chose Mexico instead,
Which was a good choice.
which was
I'm
a
glad
great
you
choice.
chose that.
Yeah, you know, actually, this year I've stumbled upon something I didn't do ever, and that is, in the soda stream, actually make sodas.
Oh.
Usually, I just carbonate water,
Yeah.
but one of our friends left for Georgia and gave me all his sodas.
Alabama.
Alabama, okay, somewhere south of the East of the Mississippi.
South of the border. What
Yeah.
border? The state
East of
border?
the, east of the Mississippi.
It's east. Yeah.
And,
Southeast.
And he had some like cream sodas and colas, and they were really good. It might be my favorite way to drink soda now.
Make it fresh.
Make it fresh with the syrups,
No.
because you don't have to have like all those processed chemicals. It's just like sugar cane and a few things.
Yeah.
like a soda,
Because
like
you're not having to preserve it. As
Right.
Much, yeah. Or make it shelf stable.
shelf stable. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Guess I'll have to have you make me one sometime.
Yeah, I have root beer at home,
All right.
but vanilla cream's good, and there's endless amount of syrups out there.
yeah.
So you can do.
And I'm sure
raspberry
somebody
cola.
out there probably has recipes you can make your own even.
Yeah, but why would you do that when you can be the creator of the best soda
That's
ever?
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like you could make your own syrup.
So, be fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what I'm talking about. When you think of summer, what's your favorite go-to drink? If you're at the pool, someone says, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Sonic," or "I'm gonna go to Circle K." What's the drink you're like? This hits.
If
the
it's
spot.
Sonic, it's a cream slush,
Okay.
which is a slushy,
Yeah.
but then they put their soft serve ice cream in it.
Mm.
So it's like a milkshake slushy.
Yeah.
Kind of like an Orange Julius, but not obviously not an Orange
Yeah,
Julius,
totally.
but
I love Orange Julius. That's something I
that's
never
a good
had.
summer drink
That is a very good summer drink.
because it's not DQ because they're owned by the same parent
Right.
company or whatever.
Are you like a Red Bull or energy drink guy in the summer? Cold?
No, not you. I mean, maybe if I'm working, but
Yeah.
no, not like at the pool.
I love a vanilla Dr. Pepper from
That's what I was gonna say.
Sonic.
Just like a good soda, a
Or
good cold
strawberry
soda.
Dr. Pepper from
That'd be
Sonic. Yeah. I don't know, man. This is why we're best friends, because we don't drink alcohol. We drink soda. Like
We're so cool.
we're down in the basement and play video games.
Yeah, we're in the basement making a podcast.
Tells
This is not
you-
my mom's basement because then we would be really cool.
Then that would be pretty epic. maybe we should take this to the barn.
Take it to the barn and set it up.
We just show up one night. She's like, "What are y'all doing?"
Podcasting in your basement, Mom.
We got kicked out.
Gosh. What do you think, Mom?
That's a great
Ugh.
movie we haven't watched in a long
Napoleon
time.
Dynamite?
Yeah.
Gosh, my lips hurt real bad.
I love Nacho Libre. Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre are
It's
like,
like that whole era where it was like just goofy movies that just didn't really have a whole lot to them, but were hilarious.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
I actually had the kids try to watch Princess Bride. They did not think it was funny recently. They love Nacho Libre though. Yeah.
I can see that.
I have a nephew, my youngest nephew that lives in Colorado, loves Nacho Libre.
These are my recreation pants.
This is a great movie.
Uh,
When I think of summer, I think of those type of movies as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, shoot 'em ups or comedies. You don't want anything serious in the summer.
No.
When you watch movies.
yeah, it's not documentary season.
Well,
Save
there
that.
was a really good documentary I just watched.
That I don't know if 30 for 30s count though.
Yeah, 30 for 30s. Because I get the Disney Plus with no
Hulu
commercials
and
now.
all that, yeah.
So I get
You upgraded
Yeah.
because your wife was tired of commercials during
Yeah.
The Mandalorian.
I watched the 2-part documentary of American Gladiator. And we grew up watching American Gladiator
Yeah.
and watching reruns of American Gladiator.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of American Gladiator growing
Yeah.
up.
And we emulated it several times in our life, I'm sure. Both
Yes,
of us,
we definitely
in our
did.
years of youth.
The game you always wanted to play as a boy was the assault, where they
Yes.
shoot the tennis balls at you.
We did that,
That would be pretty epic, right?
Yeah.
Tennis balls getting shot at
Oh,
you from
yeah.
a distance.
You never heard about this when we
No.
did this at the church in Boulder?
No.
We used the scissor lift,
Okay.
and we were behind one of the basketball hoops,
Okay.
and then we set up like barricades, and they had to go do something or whatever. And then we just stood up there and just hooked tennis balls at them.
So you threw tennis.
Maybe we had some sort of launcher. We had
Was it a
some
water
sort of
balloon
launcher.
You have a water balloon launcher? That would
I'm trying
be
to think. I feel like it was a gun of some sort, like that shot.
air compressor
Yeah, it
type
was like
gun.
an air compressor thing.
That would be hilarious.
And we're just pelting tennis balls at youth group kids.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was reminded of the game where you swing on the rings and then they try to pull you down in a time period.
Oh yeah.
You remember it was like a giant arena of rings and you got
Yeah.
to dodge them. And then how crazy is
good.
that?
It's crazy.
There's
show's
no way
nuts.
they would ever redo those games anymore.
Why
People
not?
would die.
Didn't they bring it back? Wasn't the
Well,
Rock
yeah, but it
hosting
was
one?
safe. No,
Yeah.
it's Hulk.
Oh,
the Hulk. They talk about it too.
Hulk Hogan was
Yeah.
hosting it.
Yeah.
No.
But they talked about that. How
Now it's all about safety and liability.
yeah, and no one was getting smashed on it. You
But they
know,
were just wrecking people in the 80s.
yeah,
in the 90s.
concussions
Just
everywhere.
wrecking them.
and we were watching it. For
Yeah,
TV.
and probably give them no money for it.
No doubt, no doubt. But okay, we talked about movies for the summer. Another great movie that I just watched was Air, which is the Michael Jordan movie.
Oh, I wanted to watch that one. Yeah, do you like it?
It is really good.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's a big cast too. It's like Ben Affleck and
yeah, it's a really great Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
It's a great movie to watch with the wife, friends. I wouldn't watch it with kids yet.
That's about, my
unless
wife
it's
loves anything like sports, like
Yeah.
story related, so she would probably like that one.
Yeah, it was really good, and it's so funny because the whole movie you never see Michael Jordan.
I figured that out just by the preview. I was like, I don't think they're gonna ever show you Michael Jordan. It's
No.
all about behind the scenes, like
It's
how
about-
Nike figured out the shoe or whatever.
Yeah, how they signed him.
Yeah,
Which was super interesting.
super interesting.
But yeah, that's a great movie. I'm curious from our listeners. They can post on Instagram what's their favorite sort of summer movie.
We could post a poll on Instagram.
Ooh, what's some
Or
of the favorite?
questions or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of this question that I've always wanted to ask. If we were gonna do a remake, Ariel's out now.
Yeah.
If we were gonna remake a movie, which one would we remake?
Like you and I are remaking a movie.
no, but like if
Oh.
you would one of your favorite movies of all time, you would want to remake.
The J and RJ Backyard Edition.
No,
of-
but like Beauty and the Beast, the newest one is better than the old one, and so
maybe,
is
yeah.
Aladdin,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. What would be some of the classics? I feel like I just gotta leave them alone.
Yeah, but if you're gonna remake a movie,
Yeah.
sort of like Ninja Turtles, maybe I was thinking Ninja Turtles.
They've tried that though a couple
I
times.
know.
It's never
Maybe
good.
the technology is better now.
I think that's the problem.
Mm.
Is the technology it's better, but it's not as good as like rubber suits
Right.
or cartoons.
Like, would you remake? Like, what would you remake?
I don't know.
They would try to remake G.I. Joe.
War games.
Oh, that could be easily done.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. Didn't they try to remake that?
Maybe as I'm wondering, like I feel like
Yeah.
everything's been remade.
War Games, the TBS version was awesome.
I think even the
Falcon.
Yeah.
That was so good.
What's like another one?
Yeah. What was another one?
Like of that
Weird
era?
Science.
Yeah. Talk about inappropriate
Yeah.
parts.
TBS version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one where the
Bueller-
kid builds his own spaceship? Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah. Was it Rocket? No, it's called
Like
something
Last
else.
Flight of the something or
Yeah, yeah.
Flight of the something.
Yeah.
Some of those would be fun to remake. I think some of the old
Sandlots?
sci-fis. See, I feel like Sandlot, you just gotta leave it alone because I don't know if you can do it any better.
Yeah. That was a perfect movie.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm curious of what type of movie you would remake.
it'd be a good one to ask people. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Because Disney does this, and they seem to be the only ones who do it well enough.
Yeah, because they have the money to throw behind it.
Is that what it is?
I think
you
it's money. Yeah, I think it's not just technology or it's money too.
Yeah, get the best writers to rewrite
best
it.
writers, best music. I mean, they bring in. Think about like the composers they bring in now for these movies, and the big name actors and stuff. Like because Beauty and the Beast is an example. What's their name? Hermione. Was in it. So
Yeah, be interesting, right?
yeah,
I'm curious if Frozen gets a spin-off.
a live action.
Yeah,
Or do they wait like 20, 30 years? Because that's what we're seeing now is the
Like with
movies from
Ariel.
like 20 to 30 years ago because they're like our childhood.
they're nostalgic, and so you want to take your kids to them.
Yes.
Yes.
So is it going to be that for our kids
Yeah.
when it's like, hey, do you remember when you saw Frozen? Now it's Frozen with real people. you know?
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
It's sort of interesting because like they've done this really well with Star Wars with all the spin-offs.
Spin-offs, yeah. Spin-offs is
creative.
different to me too than
Yeah,
a remake,
totally.
which I think is probably the better way to do it. Then like you're not going to go back and remake episode 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars.
Right.
You're going to let that as its own thing, and then how can we expand on the universe?
Right.
And you see that even with Marvel too; they're doing the same
But
thing.
the Marvel ones have gotten sort of weird lately.
Yeah, it's
They're
true.
sort of goofy. I don't like them.
It's true. They're turned some of them are more like comedies almost. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have the sci-fi genre that they've unlocked a lot more of.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where's Wolverine? You know what I mean? Like I know he's but
I think it's all contract stuff. That's all
probably
contract law stuff because they sold off Wolverine and the X-Men years ago.
Totally interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had burgers tonight. We cranked up the air fryer. We haven't talked about air fryers on here.
No, I think maybe we did maybe initially.
Like what
Like when-
were they?
What were they? Because I felt like it was a cult,
Yeah,
but now I understand.
it's sort of like
cult.
the Instapot cult.
Yes,
There was,
but then you kind of understand it once you get one
yeah.
because it feels like a cult. Because everybody's like, "Oh, you air fry." Like, okay, I get it. Jeez,
I probably use my air fryer. This is no exaggeration. Probably 5 to 6 times a week.
Yeah, that's probably about us too.
I
Or
made-
you could.
I made
Yeah.
tater tots this morning. We go with the eggs.
Yeah.
They make the best burritos at home.
Did I
now.
see that one where it was pancakes in the air fryer?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
That sounded like a lot of work.
It did, yeah. I was like, what is the
Yeah.
point? There's like sometimes when I see something like that, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why bother? That's where it feels like a cult because people are like, I'm going to cook everything in my air fryer. And it's like,
Right.
you don't have to. Like, there's some things if you're going to fry, if it's something you would normally fry,
Like
that is
french fries.
like French fries, chicken wings.
Although broccoli is one of the best vegetables in there.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good things like that, but I don't think it doesn't need to have to replace every. It's
No.
not going to replace every appliance in your kitchen.
No, but we've started to. We just started this week doing sandwiches in it.
I can see that, like a panini almost.
Yeah,
or something.
panini. Sort of unlocked.
Remember
the
when
panini.
that was like a thing to have? It was like a panini press.
Oh, my mom made them.
and
Yeah,
then,
they came out
like the
melted
George
cheese and-
Foreman grill.
Oh yeah, I definitely was a college kid with the George. That thing was so hard to clean.
It was.
That thing was
It was
so
supposed
messy.
to be so easy, but it was
it's
so
so
terrible.
messy and it
It's so
stunk up your
bad.
house for days.
Oh man, you can never get it clean.
Yeah, totally.
And it had the little grease trap at the bottom that was always nasty.
Eventually,
stupid
I started
appliance.
plugging my George Foreman outside.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of having like
Yeah,
an electric
George
grill.
Foreman, yeah. But the air fryer is great, right?
Oh yeah, I'm glad I got one. Definitely want a bigger one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go any smaller. I have a 7-quart.
And I have like a 5-quart.
Yeah, I
or
wouldn't go any
6-quart,
smaller.
You know, and mine's too small.
Yeah,
But I make do with
and
it.
I'd be tempted to try the ones that are more like what has like oven shelves, and you do like trays instead of like a bucket. It's like
Yeah.
you and I both have the basket kind.
Right.
I
The
don't
the
know.
thing is, our friends that has the convection oven, she says like there's such a waste because
It's
the
the same
convection
thing.
oven.
Yeah, but if you don't have a convection oven,
Yeah, who has a convection oven?
that was a thing. Like I feel like I remember it was like a big deal. My grandma got one
Really?
in like the 90s.
A convection oven.
Yeah.
Cook things up
Yeah.
quicker.
Yeah,
I feel like it would
and
dry
more
things out.
evenly, or and I don't
Okay.
know. Like I don't know. You know, it was the whole point was that it's moving air and heat.
Right. That's an
Ooh,
air fryer
yeah,
now.
That's an air fryer.
It's like a toaster with the blower in it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a toaster oven with a blower. Yeah,
Which is, I
it
mean,
works. I'm not
tots-
denying it. I'm just
What's your top food in the air fryer?
probably French fries right now.
Yeah, I'm
I mean-
tater tots.
Because I've never enjoyed like the frozen French fries out of the oven because they just
Yeah.
never get either they get burnt because you're trying to get them crispy, or they just kind of are like, eh.
Right.
This is like, oh, it tastes like you fried them.
Yeah.
Like they're crunchy, but they're soft on the inside. So I think that's like, yeah.
And you like
That's my
wings? Have
number
you tried wings in them?
I have. I need to figure out a better way to do it. So I've been doing them from frozen. I found
Yeah.
a guy online who had a recipe, and you basically defrost with like the first 10-minute cycle, and then you fry with like the second 10-minute cycle, and they come out decent. But I think if you defrosted them and really like patted them down with a paper towel, got them really dry, because I think moisture's
A big
the enemy
issue.
of, especially
Yeah,
for that, is
totally.
the enemy of the crispiness. I think you could actually do some decent.
Yeah,
wings.
when we were the expert of the wings, that one
When we
one
fried
that-
'em that
we
one time.
patted them down. We had to.
Oh, you have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you deep fry them, because otherwise you run the risk of like the explosion. Like that's how you end up with like,
that grease fryer we had.
hey.
Hey man, it was really good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would say do wings, but maybe you need a better technique.
Yeah, which I think is mine is just out of pure laziness because I always forget about them, and then I'm like, oh, I want wings tonight. And I'm like, well, I'll do that way, and it
Yeah.
comes out okay. They're not
Right.
bad, but I think you could do it better.
Which reminds me is Buffalo Wings has really good wing sauces.
Buffalo
But
Wild Wings.
Buffalo
yeah.
Wild Wings, but
Yeah.
horrible service.
Yeah. And I think recently I've not been as happy with the food itself. I
Oh.
agree with the sauce.
They like have better sauces.
And they do sell their sauce, so that'd be the upside.
Oh,
and they sell it
maybe.
like the grocery store even, I think.
Oh wow.
So you could get like if you had a favorite.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is that wings really are. I mean, you want good, crispy, well cooked wings, but you really want a good sauce too.
yeah.
And like
wings-
Frank's Red Hot is great,
Yeah.
especially if you cut it with butter and a little bit
Great.
of cayenne
Put-
pepper, and then throw it on the wings. It comes out great.
It comes out wonderful.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like if you have other flavors you really like, I would say find a good sauce to, and they exist. I mean,
Yeah.
it's out there.
But Buffalo Wild Wings always is rotating, always has new ones.
yeah,
And they're so good. Like Wingstop has better service and wings, but not better sauce.
yes, no, I think Buffalo Wild Wings name is in their sauce, which
Yeah.
they sell. So just get that.
Yeah, totally. But you know, it's fun to try new things when
Yeah.
you're there. Yeah, Blazin'.
Yeah.
I've seen one guy do a whole blaze,
Who I'm thinking
like
it is.
6 or 8
Yeah.
of them.
And he eats it like it's just a meal.
Yeah, totally.
It's
It was
not
like a meal. And
challenge.
they're like,
yeah.
you need more to drink? He never touched his water. I'm like,
Yeesh.
animal, right?
Yeah.
True animal. Okay, so we're talking about the summer. I came across a new device that I really like, but talk about smart appliances. You have the Nest, I have the Echo Bee.
Yeah.
We're
for
talking about
thermostats,
summer.
Yeah.
What are some other things you wish had smart appliances to them? You know, like if you think about like your daily life, like I just replaced for my sprinklers. I just got a smart one.
Yeah, I'd be smart.
And got a huge rebate from Erie on it.
I was about to say, like anything that would save you money or time.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing with like the Nest or the Echo Bee or whatever smart thermostat.
Right.
The idea is, okay, how can I cut down on my energy costs by either learning better times to do, cool or heat or whatever, or like it knows when I'm home or not.
Yeah. I got a Rancho and like it skips knowing the weather pattern in my neighborhood.
Yeah. So like that's the thing with the sprinklers is it's saving you not
Or
only time
wind.
but money.
If there's high wind, they
I
won't do it.
it because it's why bother.
Yeah.
But I think that's the kind of stuff that's
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, would it be really good to have a smart like dryer? You know what I mean? Like, what appliances do you wish had one? Like a toaster would be great. Because
what would the point be?
Well, it would tell you based upon your likes and preferences when your toast is done. So you wouldn't even think about it.
Like it could visually check the toast or something.
Yeah, like
like hey, I'm putting a bagel in here. I want it
or like
golden brown.
Smart
and
oven
that's it.
says like you put your meal in, you leave it in there, and you can turn it on from the app.
I know these exist, but it'd be the smart fridge for me.
Okay.
Because then it knows what's in there, and if you're like, hey, you're getting low on milk, you should consider going to the store.
And it would like
and
go
they
to
exist, but they're
Supers.
not cheap.
No, that's the next step I think for that, right?
I almost wonder if because how
Walmart Plus.
I'm not going to say her name, but
Mhm.
the Amazon assistant that everybody has in their house
Yes.
that goes by a certain name. That really started as a way for Amazon to get people to buy more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if we would see something like that, like a smart refrigerator, be like put out under a banner of like an Amazon or
Right.
somebody, where then the whole point is that then it directly fulfills. So like when your milk's getting low,
It just automatically.
all of a sudden you get a knock on the door and like, hey, there's more milk. Here's some more milk for you. Your fridge order it for
That
you.
would be
Thank
amazing.
you. Like I didn't know I needed it, but yeah,
I could see
it's
that
kinda
being
creepy in a way though too. That's the other thing
Well,
with all the
like-
smart stuff.
Well, yeah, we've always said that, but then we all like
yeah,
you don't take that lady out of your room, do you?
no,
Well, yeah,
I know.
that's where it creeps me out.
I saw a funny meme the other day. It was like people in the 60s, like, the government's going to be listening to us. And then it was like today, and it was like, hey, government listening device, put more socks on my shopping list.
I'm such a boring person. Yeah, but like my printer HP, we've had it for
Same thing,
2
it'll
years.
auto order or whatever.
And it's genius because
Yeah.
I never think about it.
Yeah.
It just shows up in my door.
Yeah.
It's like I think I would pay like $5 for it.
It's probably
I mean,
worth
that's
it,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
Like it's just
No,
it's great.
Yeah.
So we have these vacuums and other things. I think the refrigerator would be really unique.
And I know they're out there. They do exist,
Mm.
but they're not common yet.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. I wonder if somebody like an Amazon or a Walmart
what's going to do that?
or Kroger,
Yeah, or
who
Whirlpool
owns,
partners
who
with
owns King
someone.
Soopers, and be like, we're gonna offset the cost of this refrigerator to make it the cost of a normal refrigerator.
Yeah.
because that'd be the thing is if you're standing at the refrigerator aisle at Home Depot, and you're looking at $1,000 nice one,
Right.
or you're looking at a $3,000 one that's got a smart thing in it, you're gonna be like, well, I don't need that. I can live without that.
It's sort of like Amazon has always done with their devices. They put them way cheaper.
Yeah,
because they
but
know
you can
you're
buy a
gonna
Kindle
subscribe.
tablet for next to nothing because
You know you're
or the
gonna
Fire
subscribe.
tablet.
Yeah.
because you're going to subscribe. You're going to buy books or
yeah, movies, everything from that.
That's the same with her, with
Right.
the assistant.
To
That shall not be
Amazon.
named. Yeah.
It's sort of funny that you're
Because
avoiding.
otherwise, if somebody's listed on speaker,
Then
it'll turn on.
Totally.
You could be like, Amazon,
It's
Or
really funny to go.
Alexa,
Yeah.
send free presents to RJ.
Or hey Siri,
Yeah.
what time does
Oh,
the Astros start tonight? See,
See if she
yeah,
answers. Oh,
They're-
they're already playing.
yeah, playing the
0
Angels.
to 2.
Yeah. So, I think it's just sort of interesting how these things like this vacuum I have now mops.
See, that's kind of cool. I do wish I had that.
I don't have to mop, and
Yeah.
it does a really good job.
Yeah.
When it vacuums, it puts lines like a mowing in my carpet.
That'd be the other one, be like mowing.
Oh yeah, those have been out
Again,
there.
I think most of this stuff probably exists. It's just whether, because the Roomba's been around for like probably 20 years, but better versions, more affordable.
Right. Okay, this reminds me. I saw this today driving by Erie Park. They paint the lines with a robot
Like for baseball or football or
for
whatever?
the soccer fields.
What?
I saw it out there. It looked like a droid from Star Wars was painting the lines
Painting the lines. That's
on
crazy.
the field. No wonder they're perfect out there. They're always perfect out there.
It's true because it probably can use like exact GPS and cameras and what.
Yeah, sensors of the field
know
in
exactly
itself.
where it's straight. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how my vacuum works, and
Yeah.
it literally puts mowing lines in my carpet. I love it.
Yeah, yours doesn't go by random. Mine's like boop boop boop.
Yeah, my
off the
old one
walls.
goes by
Yeah.
random and drives me nuts because it gets stuck everywhere because
Yeah.
it's random. But anyways, that's beside the point. All right, we've talked a lot about appliances tonight.
Yeah, appliance talk,
Dad life here.
air fried appliance talk.
Hey, just so everyone know, we are going to record episodes this summer, but I'm off.
Yeah, we'll see. Don't get used to it. So what he's trying to say, because this is our third one.
I'm gallivanting.
in 3 weeks. So, but thanks for listening.
Let us know that you're listening.
You know
Bye.
where to find us.
Instagram.
At Dadzaviri on Instagram. Dadzaviri@gmail.com. Holler.
Should we do another live episode from Instagram right now?
No, we should
Why?
go have ice cream.
No.
Air fried ice cream.